Yo, yo, yo. Yo, yo, yo. What is good, good people? What is good? What is good? We are back at it again. Another edition of 24/7 Boxing coming by way of Don't Listen Podcast. Stop playing. I would like to thank all the new subscribers, all the new listeners, and all the people that have been and started supporting this podcast. I would like to thank you all. It's been a crazy ride, but we're going to keep this thing moving. If you don't mind, hit that like, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell to let you know when a new video drops. Please do that for your boy. And like I could say, thank you all for supporting the pod. We are back in the mix for another edition of 24/7 Boxing. We got a big fight coming up, another big fight for the month of July. We already got Spence and Crawford in the mix for this month. And now we have another one to talk about. Stephen Fulton versus Naoya Inoue, big time fighters. Inoue undisputed in two other divisions. Stephen Fulton undisputed and junior featherweight champion. Inoue's moving up, moving from 118 to 122, and Inoue right now is ESPN's number 2 pound for pound. I don't have him that high, but that's what ESPN has. And Stephen Fulton should be in that mix, in that conversation for pound. I believe he's one of the best fighters in the mix right now, especially campaigning and junior featherweight. He's the best out there. Okay? He's the best. He is the best in that division. He represents Philly, PA. Of course, he's representing his city. You know what I'm saying? And you got Naoya Inoue coming from Japan, Nagasaki. They will be fighting on July 25th at Ariake Arena in Tokyo. Okay, so, this fight was supposed to happen on May 7th, but Inoue had injury, so they moved it up to July. And right now, these are two top guys in their respective divisions. And like I said, Inoue is moving up. I think if we're going to compare the fighters, I think Stephen Fulton has fought better competition. I believe Inoue's greatest opponent to this day is Nonito Donaire. Not so much in the second fight, but in the first fight, Nonito Donaire gave Inoue a run for his money, I would say. Second fight was a blowout. Let's watch some video. Yeah, but I mean, if you know what you're getting into, right? When you sign on that dotted line and say, yeah, I want to take this guy's straps, excuse me, you had to know that Stephen Fulton is just not somebody you're going to do that with, right? Stephen Fulton probably right now, if I had to compare him to somebody, he's like a Bud Crawford in a lighter division. That's what I get from him. Let's watch some video. Yeah, so when I put guys and I put them head to head and I say, I like this guy better than this guy because of I give context, right? This is what the context I got for this fight. This fight, I think Stephen Fulton has just fought better competition. I think Inoue built his record up, beating up on a bunch of no names, and then he beat the best guys in those lighter divisions, which made him the better fighter in those divisions. Don't get me wrong, right? But this is a big step up for him because by no means is he going to walk all over Stephen Fulton, and by no means is a guaranteed victory for him. A lot of people pick Inoue. They look at the record, they look at the knockout percentage, they look at, the guys that he fought and might say, oh, Stephen Fulton gonna have a problem with Inoue. But what I would say is Stephen Fulton already fought guys like Inoue. Inoue has not fought guys like Stephen Fulton, if you know what I mean. I think this is a great leap in competition for Inoue because, like I said, I think Inoue, for the most part of his career, has been handled with kid gloves. I think he didn't avoid anybody. I'm not saying that, but what I'm saying is the matchups that he was involved in, I think they all favored him. And I don't think he ever got into the ring with anybody that was threatening him to beat him or was a threat to beat him because, the level of competition at those lower weight divisions were, Inoue, was the best, right? Now, do I like Inoue? Yes, I think he's very good with the combination. I think his footwork is very good. I think, excuse me, he knows how to, hurt people. And then once he hurt them, he knows how to get you out of there. He's very methodical, very, I ain't gonna say calculating, because he got a crazy style to me. He reminds me of a younger Manny Pacquiao, whereas he barrages you with punches at points in a fight where you really, if you don't fight your way out of it, you just gonna just be getting hit. And I think he's gonna have a problem with even trying to do that with Stephen Fulton, because Stephen Fulton is all very offensive himself. I think they're going to be in each other's face a lot. Now, do I think either one of these fighters is going to be in the kitchen cooking? I think we're going to have moments of that. I think we're going to have moments where they're going to test each other's chin and they're going to stand in front of each other and exchange. But like I said, I don't think Inoue has ever fought somebody of the caliber of a Stephen Fulton, because, you know, Stephen Fulton don't boast the great, super great knockout percentage. But like I say, in every 24/7 boxing where guys don't have a really great knockout percentage, they got to have power if guys don't come in to try to take them out. And when they do, they don't get it done. Right. So I don't want to hear the Stephen Fulton don't have power crap, because he got to have power. He got 8 knockouts and he got to have power to keep people off of him. Otherwise, they would just roll him over. Right. So we ain't going to do that. But Inoue is just known for knocking people out. Like I said, he was the best in those lower divisions. Stephen Fulton, undisputed in his own right, beat up everybody that he got involved with in the ring. Undefeated, both of them undefeated fighters, right? ESPN got Inoue at number 2. I think that's quite high, being though it's so many fighters out here to me with better resumes than Inoue, but this is ESPN. We know what type of time they be on, so they promote Top Rank. So you got to understand where all those marbles come together at, right? But at the end of the day, we know what they saying, right? So who do I think is the better boxer, right? And like I said, when you talk about Inoue, when you talk about level of competition, he did what he had to do against people he had to do it against. I think Fulton fought better guys, bigger guys, better guys. I think he looked better against those guys than, like I said, the only person that I've really seen challenge Inoue was Nonito Donaire in the first fight. Second fight, complete blowout. But first fight, it was some trouble for him. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, Stephen Fulton's going to be in your face. He got this little looping punch. I don't know if you want to call it an overhand right or what it is, but it's looping. And it comes around another guy's and it hit them first. I think that's something Inoue has never saw before. Just the way Stephen Fulton punches is different. Okay. And I think it's going to cause him problems. And I think Fulton, the bigger man, I ain't going to say so much bigger. I mean, it was like 4-pound weight difference between the other division. And it's not really, to me, they could have fought each other at 2 weight classes before, right? Because they're around the same size. It's like a 4-pound difference. But I think Stephen Fulton going to bring footwork that Inoue has never seen before, escapability that Inoue has never saw before, offense like he never saw before, and he's going to give him fits where he want to get off. Stephen Fulton is actually faster. I mean, he's a faster fighter to me, hand speed, And Inoue is very fast as well with his hand speed, but I think Fulton's a little faster, a little bigger, a little stronger. I think he fought better competition. So if you asking me, excuse me, good people, if you're asking me and you ask me who gonna do what, right? I think Inoue is gonna start out fast. I think Fulton's gonna figure him out. And then it's gonna be a 12 round. I think this is gonna go to the cards. Think this fight is going to go to the cards. I think neither one of each other. I think it may be a knockdown. Maybe, but I don't think so. I think both of these fighters are strong enough to take a punch, right? I think they could take each other's best punch. So I think this is going to be a 12-round decision. And I think Stephen Fulton going to edge it out like 7-5, right? I think Inoue might threaten him in the beginning, but I think Fulton's just the superior boxer, in my opinion. I think he's better. I think he's going to show that he's better on that night. Inoue get a lot of fanfare. You know, he beat up a lot of his countrymen. He beat up a lot of Europeans. He beat up a few brothers too. But at the end of the day, this is going to be something very different for him. He's going to have a wall in front of him like he never had before, somebody that's going to really be able to give him the work that he dishes out. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody see Inoue. He barrages, pop, pop, pop. Like a young Manny Pacquiao, I would kind of call him like that. Like he throws a lot of punches. He fight at distance. He be in the kitchen very seldom, but he knows when you're hurt and he takes you out. Fulton, on the other hand, just a master technician. He knows how to move around. He know how to move around guys and just make them look bad. When they miss, it really looks bad. Fulton will be a problem for Inoue. So, with that being said, what it all boils down to me is the level of competition. I think Stephen Fulton has the better level of competition. Now, the notoriety goes to Inoue, right? Most likely the reason why the fight's in Japan and not in the States, right? Inoue will be the A side, right? Whatever. But what I think is going to happen, and Stephen Fulton, you got to be aware of this, brother. It'd be a lot of home cooking outside the States and sometimes in the States. But outside the States, you see a lot of home cooking. And what Stephen Fulton has to be aware of, he cannot allow Inoue to look good at the end of the round, to take leads, and then try to fight back. Stephen Fulton, you have to be out in front and ahead just about every round, because home cooking might be on the menu. Would you like some sushi, sir? You say arigato like we say arigato. Okay, stop playing. All right, so if you know what could happen, what I would say to Stephen Fulton, better get on that bike and ride it, my brother, and make sure Inoue don't have no case for any split rounds, or don't do that. All right. So at the end of the day, they just busting in on me, good people. We're gonna leave that in. So just so you can see what type of time people be on. Just be busting in on me, you know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I like Fulton, all things being considered, fair and everything. I like Fulton, 12-round fight. I like 7-5. I think it's gonna be in that area. and I think he gonna eke out a victory over there in Japan. They ain't gonna have no choice but to give it to him because he gonna look that much good. That's my opinion. That's what I got on this fight, good people. Yeah, we're gonna do another one right before the fight. We're gonna get to the skinny, but I would like to thank you all for watching. I really appreciate you all checking out the videos and commenting. If you have a comment and disagree on anything I say, put them down below. Let's start a conversation and get to the skinny. Stop playing with me, okay? Put it down there and let's talk about it, right? Hit that notification bell. You know what I'm saying? That way you'll be notified every time I drop a video. So hit the bell, hit that subscribe, hit that like button. Let me know what y'all think about the video down below, okay? I'm going to say peace to all of you on your journey, right? We all need a little bit of peace. Things is crazy out here, right? So be safe out there on those evil streets and don't get nothing on you. Stop playing. Thank you all for watching. Deuces. I'm out.
I got it ripping and running from weekends. I got it running around and I'm running about what he said. I want what she said. Don't worry about weekends, don't worry about me, yeah. I done been too much, you know, I'm just, you got my back. Even though I seen it all plan on that. All I can do is sit back and laugh. I don't know about you, but I understand that, you know, this life shit, you know, it's a lot harder than, you know, a lot of us think it is when we set out. You know, and I just want to see everybody do well, you know, even if it's better than myself, you know. A lot of people hate to see you winning if they ain't attached to it, though. Let that shit replay in your mind.